Okay, let's begin. Okay, guys, so now we're back. So, musta na kayo, guys? So, just what I mentioned yesterday, we've already done 9 items so far. And now, we're down to the last problem, which is item number 10. So, kagaya ng sabi ko sa'yo last time, we've already done everything from items number 1 to 9. Tama? Now, for the sake of this problem, this one is tough because not only that you have to do 2 distributions, but it's also because yun nga, there are lots of things that we need to do here. So just to give you a recap, let me read to you the question again. If you haven't watched our previous video, please watch it first because you will get all the requisite details when you watch our first video. Now, it's time for me to explain to you the real thing. Kaya guys, let's focus now, okay? So now let's read the problem. Just like I mentioned last time, my dad and I went to Paeng's bowling convention where we had an indulgent time of playing 3 games of bowling. So just like I mentioned, in this problem, nagpunta kami sa SM Robinsons Manila so that I can play with my dad bowling. At diba yung remember sabi ko sa'yo, bago kami nag-bowling, magpili tayo ng mga kulay ng mga bola. Nana mo talaga yung mga color ng balls, diba? It starts from the 6 pounds, which is called the olive green or yellow green. Followed by the 7 pounds, which is called the salmon red. Then the green, which we call the yellow orange. Then the 9, we call that, ano yun? Basta I'll show you the picture if I still have the pictures of the bowling balls of SM Manila. Basta those are the old colors. And then 10 is the maroon, 11 is the sky blue, 12 is the dark green, 13 is the yellow, 14 is the red orange, 15 is the dark violet to 16. Tama? And then the colorful balls we chose make me think of computing for the average weight of all the samples. Ibig sabihin, di ba remember, kagaya ng sabi ko, the colorful balls that we chose, di ba remember, every color ball has a specific weight. Meron siyang kabigatan. Tama? And then it represents how heavy the ball is. My dad obtained 45 different possible combinations. Di ba remember, if you haven't watched my video yesterday or last time, we have already obtained the 45 possible combinations. And again, starting from the 7 to the 16, there are 10. Di ba remember, there are 10 items, 10 different weights of balls. And then my dad will choose 2 balls of different weights so that he can get the sample mean. Tama? And then, how many possible combinations did he obtain? 45. Bakit ganon? Kasi po, di ba remember my dad, remember there are 10 balls. And then we have to solve for the C, di ba? So just like what I did in my solution sheet here, ang ginawa ko, 10CR equals 45. Then remember that n factorial, n minus r factorial, times divided by r factorial equals 45. We bring the 45 downstairs to the left side, and then the r factorials upstairs, di ba? Then we write 10 factorial in expanded form, and then divide that out. So 45 is 9 times 5, so that we can move the 45. And then we write the equation. Then our 10 can be split to 5 times 2. Then our 5 can be brought in between the 6 and the 4, and the 2 is just left by all itself. And then r is equivalent to 2 or 8. So therefore, my dad has to choose 2 balls. Kaya lang, di pa tayo tapos. Di ba remember just what I said, we are still not yet done because the total possible number of combinations we made is 255. Kaya nga sabi ko sa'yo, hindi pa tayo tapos. Kasi when we say total, ibig sabihin, my combinations with my dad equals 255. So, ganito yung solution. So, going to my sheet of paper here, di ba remember, ito yung papel. So, me, my dad, total. So, this is addition. My dad obtained 45 combinations. We have a total of 255. So, how many combinations do I have? Total combinations do I have for me? That is when we need to subtract. So, 255 minus 45. Tama? 5 minus 5 is 0. 25 minus 4 is 21. So, therefore, I need 210 combinations. Tama? 210 combinations that I need to obtain. Now, based on the 210 combinations, that is for my sake. Kasi po, diba remember, just like I mentioned, there are 10 balls with different weights based on their colors. And if my dad will select 2 balls, which is a sample size, just what I said, we are composing 2 distributions again, dahil, kasi nga, diba sabi dito, the total number of combinations we can make from me and my dad is 255. While my dad gets 45, I get 210 possible combinations. Pero if my sample size, pero if I can make 210 possible combinations, and then our n is 10, di ba sabi ko, why is our n 10? Our n is equivalent to 10 because there are 10 different balls with different weights. From 7 to 16, that makes 10. Tama? So what is our r? Now we are gonna have to play the NCR formula again. So again, following this formula, we still have the same formula. 10 factorial, 10 minus r factorial equals 210. So what is the first step? The first step, as usual, is to always 210, and then, di ba remember, the 10 factorial is brought upstairs. So now we have 10 factorial is equivalent to 210, which is on the right side, times our 10 minus r factorial times the r factorial. Tama? So it should look something like this. And now, we want the r factorials to still stay. So what we do now? We divide both sides by 210. And doing that, we get 10 factorial divided by 210, di ba? And then on the right side, we still have 10 minus r factorial times r factorial. The reason why I brought it to the top, it's like this. Di ba? Remember, we have 10 factorial, 10 minus r factorial. Di ba? And that's equivalent to 210. So we bring that upstairs. Di ba? Remember just what I told you in our normal algebraic equation? Like for example, if we have this number, 5 divided by n plus 2 is equivalent to 1/2. So we know that n is equivalent to 8 because 8 plus 2 makes 10. And 5 over 10 is the same as 1/2. To see what I mean, ganito yung mangyayari. So therefore, you have 2 times 5 to give you 10. And then we have n plus 2, yan, to give me 8. Or pwede naman ganito na lang yun. Siguro instead of 1/2, we make that 3 over 6. Or pwede naman, let's say for example, ganito na lang yun. (180) divided by n plus 2 equals 18, di ba? So, di ba remember yung 180, we know that n is 8. So, what we do first? Di ba remember, the n plus 2 quantity, we have to bring it up. So, this is equivalent to, di ba remember, we multiply both sides by n plus 2, di ba? N plus 2 is being multiplied. Because on the left side, the n plus 2 is being multiplied so that it can cancel. And your goal is to bring up the denominator. Kasi nga your goal is to eliminate denominators to make simplifying fractions easier, di ba? On the left side, it cancels, and on the right side, we are going to multiply that. Tama? So, it will just look like that. Then, our n plus 2, we can still leave it that way, or we can divide both sides by 18. So, when we divide both sides by 18, the 18s on the right side will cancel, and 180 divided by 18 is 10. And 10 is equivalent to n plus 2, and n equals 8. That's it, diba? Kaya that's also the same as what we did here. The 10 minus r factorial times r factorial will be shifted to the right side as we do cross multiplication or finding the LCD. And then after that, diba remember yung 210, the known variable on the right, we get to divide it on both sides so that it can be shifted to the left. Gets mo ba yung criteria? So yun talaga yung criteria. Or, another way in how you can rewrite this, diba remember we have 180, so equivalent to 18, n plus 2, we can apply the distributive property. So this becomes 180 is equivalent to 18n plus 36. Now, we can already do two-step equation. So, 18n plus 36 equals 180 minus 36 on both sides. We get 180. This becomes 4 and 7, 144. Then 18n. So, 18n is equivalent to 144. So, 18n equals 144. Divide both sides by 18. Can you see what I'm doing? What's 140? What's 18 times 8? 64. 8 times 6, 14. So, that's 8. Tama, we still get the right answer. 8 is the right answer. So, yun po talaga yung mangyari dito. Now, going back to our problem here, just like what I mentioned, di ba remember yung, Put the phone down, please. Yan, that's better. Alright? Now, just what I mentioned, yung formula na to, nala mo talaga yung situation na to. So, we have the answer here. We have, can you see what I'm doing? 10 factorial, 10 minus r factorial times r factorial equals 210. So, what we did muna, we split it, we brought it upstairs. So therefore, we have 10 factorial is equivalent to 210. Diba remember, we apply LCD. Diba? So we multiply both sides by the 10 minus r times r factorial and it cancels. Then on the right side, ito na talaga ang galing ng 10 times r factorial times the r factorial. Tama? Now, after that, we divide both sides by 210. So therefore, it's 10 factorial divided by 210. Tama? Then on the right side, we have the same thing. 10 minus r factorial times the r factorial. Now, we need to think of numbers that we can multiply that can remove the 210. So first, let's write our 10 factorial in expanded form. Let's work it out here. So when we write 10 factorial in expanded form, it's 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Tama? Then we have 210. Tama? Of course, 210 can be divided by 10 because if we remove this, we get 21. Tama? Now we have 21. How about 7 and 3? 7 and 3 to give me 21. Now let's rewrite. 9 times 8, wala na si 7. 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. But wait, that's not the order that we want. Pero di bale, don't worry, meron tayong balak. First, let's split the first number, the highest number. And this is 9. Remember, 9 can be split to 3 times 3. And of course, when we do that, di ba remember that's 3 times 3. And 8 can be split to 4 times 2. So tama, these 3 can go together and this 3 will be brought here. So rewriting this, removing this one now, we get this. 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And on this side, 4 times 2, 3 times 2 times 1. So therefore, what is the value of r? Our r can be 6 or r can be 4. Tama? So remember, you need to have two answers. Now let's double check if r can be 6 and r can be 4. Let's double check. So putting it back into our equation, 10 factorial, 10 minus 4 factorial, 4 factorial, of course, that will become 10 factorial, 6 factorial, and 4 factorial. Rewriting 10 factorial in expanded form, times 8 times 7 times 6 factorial, the 6 factorials will already cancel out. Tama? Then the 4 factorial will be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. The 4 and the 8 and the 2 will cancel. Because 4 times 2 make 8. So therefore, these cancel out. Next, the 3 and the 9 will also cancel out. The 3 and the denominator will cancel out and the 9 will become 3. Then this becomes 30 and that becomes 210. So therefore, there are 210 possible outcomes. Correct. So therefore, the answer is 6 or 4, depending on the situation. Now let's go back to our solution sheet. So in our solution sheet, as you can see here, ito yung ginawa ko. So we list the given, and that is 10 CR, and that is 210. Again, di ba sabi ko sa'yo, ang total namin ay 255. Pero bakit naging 210? Dahil ganito yun. Di ba remember, if my dad obtained 45 total possible combinations, and then the total is 255, so we need to subtract to get my total number of combinations. And that gives me 210. Tama? Now, and that's how we obtain 210. Now, we list down all the possible samples of 210, and there we have it. Tama? Now we write it in factorial notation. 10 factorial divided by 10 minus r factorial times r factorial to give me 210. Then, we remove the denominator by multiplying it by both sides. So, yan talaga yung mangyayari. Tama? And then, after that, we divide both sides by 210. Yan. So, 10 factorial divided by 210. Now, we write 10 factorial in expanded form, and it should look something like this. Diba? You know already what to do now. And then, remember, what are the factors of 210? See which numbers can divide. So, 210, it's 10 and 7 and 3. Just like what I did kanina, pinatanggalin ko yung 10, yung 7, at saka yung 3. Dahil, bakit tinanggalin namin yun? Because 10 times 7 is 70, and 70 times 3 is 210. So that makes a match. Now we're just left with the numbers 9 times 8 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 2 times 1. And now we split the factors into small parts. So 9, the highest factor into small parts. So 9 becomes 3 times 3, just like what I did here. And 8 becomes 4 times 2. Diba? Now we write the equation. So rewriting the equation, it will turn out to be like this. Now we arrange the numbers, and 3 goes into the missing side on the 6 times 5 times 4. So 3 becomes in between 4 and 2. And the other 3, to rearrange it, it's 4 times 3 times 2. So therefore, R equals 4 or 6, and then our answer is correct. To see what I mean, ganito yung mangyayari. If combination 10C4 is equivalent to G207, which is 210, correct or try again. And we got the correct answer. So there. So therefore, our sample size is 4 or 6. My dad obtained 2 possible combinations while I obtained a combination of 4. Again, we always get the least one because you know naman talaga when we write the samples, mahirap talaga kapag marami. So kailangan dapat least muna tayo. Okay? Now that we're already done listing all the possible samples, we are going to solve for the population mean, variance, and standard deviation. You know already the formula to solve for the population mean, di ba? To solve for the population mean is just simply getting the average of all the numbers. So getting the average of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, we get an average of 11.5, which is the value of our sample mean. Tama? So yan. And then after getting the average of the sample mean, we get the variance. Diba? Remember the variance, you know already the procedure. It's always minus the mean, and then we square it, diba? And then we get the average to get the variance, and take the square root of your variance to get the standard deviation. Just like that, diba? If you haven't watched this yet, you have to watch this in details in my previous video. Pero dito naman sa dito, patuloy na yun. So we have here minus 11.5, which is the mean. Then we square, then whatever answer we get, we square it. Kaya naman naka-parenthesis siya because we are doing that first, diba? And then we do it for all the rest. Then we square, then we get the average, and then we get 8.225. Then take the square root of our average, we get 2.872222. And that is the population standard deviation. Now, let's go and formulate the sampling distribution table. But before that, let's gather up the list of samples. Diba, remember yung mga list of samples, we have 210. And remember, we are obtaining 4 sample size out of 10. So NC4 equals NC4, the N is 10, the R is 4, so therefore we get 210 possible combinations. And how do we do the combinations? Madali lang yan. Let me show you again how I write it. Diba, remember, following the numbers, we start from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Remember, NC4. Diba, remember 4? 4 minus 1. Diba, R minus 1 equals 3. So therefore, R minus 1, it means we highlight the given elements or the reference elements, which are 7 to 9. Then, whatever the choices are, we encircle it. So how many choices when we highlight 7, 8, and 9? There are 7 possible choices, diba? So 7 choices tayo dito. Now that 9 is already finished, we move on to the next number. So 7, 8, bring down 10. Then, we write the numbers 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many choices are there when we highlight the reference of 7, 8, and 10? There are 6 elements na lang. Then, we continue the pattern. 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7, 8, and 11, highlight 3, and encircle 5. So, 5 choices na lang. Then, 7, 8, 12, highlight that, 13, 14, 15, 16, and circle 4. And keep going with the pattern in descending order hanggang you reach the finale. Just keep going just like that. 7, 8, 14, 15, 16, dalawa, and then 7, 8, 15, 16s are 1, so yan, isa na lang. And then you sum up all the possible combinations you can make, and you get 28. Now that you're already through with 7, 8, now we move on to the next element. So after 8 comes 9. So now we're gonna do it like this. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7, 9, 10, highlight 6. So 6 elements. 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight 3, we get 5 combinations. Then the pattern still continues until you finish. 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight 3 and circle 4. Diba? And then 7, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight 3. Tatlong choices na lang. Diba? And then 7, 9, 14, 15, 16. Highlight 3 and circle 2. And then 7, 9, 15, 16 ay just 1. So therefore, we have 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So that's 21 to give me 49. But still not yet there. But getting there. Now we continue the pattern. So now we're done with 7, 9. What's next? 7, 10. And the pattern still continues. So remember, we have now 7, 9. So we have 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So highlight 3, then we encircle 5. Then the pattern still continues. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight 3, then we get 4. Diba? Then 7, 10, 13. 3 more choices. Diba? Then 7, 10, 14. Dalawa pang choices. Then 7, 10, 15, 16. Isang choice na lang. So therefore, that's 5. So therefore, we add 15 to give me 64. Tama? Now we're done with 7, 10. We move on to 7, 11. And 7, 11, what's the next? 12. So how many choices na lang? 4. So the pattern still continues. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 to give us 10. Diba? 74. Then, after that, we go to 7, 11, 13. 7, 12, 13. 7, 12, and 13, we have 14, 15, 16. We have 3 possible choices na lang. So, 3 plus 2 plus 1. And that is 80, diba? So, plus 6, diba? 80. Then, 7, 13, 14, 15, and 16, may dalawang choices, diba? So, that is a reference, diba? Dalawang choices. Teka lang, 7, 12, 13. Then 14, 15, 16, di ba? So therefore, we highlight 3, then we encircle 3, di ba? Yan. And then 7, 13, 14, 15, and 16, dalawa. Di ba? Then 7, 14, 15, and 16, isa lang. So tama, we're supposed to get 84. So the pattern still continues hanggang 84. So once we already reach 84, that is already our first checkpoint. So therefore, for the first set, we should obtain 84 possible combinations. To see how I did this formula, ganito siya. So we started off at 7, and then we sum up from 28. Diba, remember, 28 comes from 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1. Diba? And then the pattern. And then 6 plus 5, 4, 3 plus 1. Then 5, then descending order. Then 10, then descending order. Then 6, then descending order. Then 3, then 1. And altogether, we should get 84. So now, let's work it out in our distribution chart. Before we continue, let's work it out first. Okay? So here's our sample size of 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. So therefore, we need 84. Tama? So now, let's do the pattern again. So remember, we start off from 7 to 10. So here, I did J to letter M. So J, K, L, M. So we have to do, how many is that? 8, diba? So 7, diba? 7, because the first one, highlight 3, and then encircle 7. So therefore, 7 choices, diba? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tama? Then, that is already 7. 8, 9. Then 7, 8, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tama? So therefore, we have, do you remember, we count it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then plus 6. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then plus 5. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diba? 4, diba? Just like that. Then 1, 2, 3. P. JKQ is 2. 1, 2. Then JKR is just 1. Then after the letter R, we go to the letter. Then after that, we reach the 28th element. Kasi what is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So now we have to get to the 49. So now we're gonna have JKL. So LMN, di ba? Then we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Di ba? 6. Then JLN. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Di ba? Then JLO. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, di ba? Then JLP. 1, 2, 3. Then JLQ. 1, 2. And then JLR. 1. Tama? So how many did we get? 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. 49 na. Now, we need to get 15 to make 64. So now we have JLM. MNO, di ba? Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, di ba? And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Di ba? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then RS. 1. Did we get 64? Yes, we did. Now JNOP. JNOP. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Di ba? Then PQ, 1, 2, 3. Then QR, 1, 2 to 1. Di ba? So that's equivalent to 10. So that's equivalent to 74. Di ba? Remember, we start from here. 74. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, di ba? 74. Then, we go to the letter O. OPQ. 1, OPQ, OPR, OPS. OQR, OQS, ORS. 6. So that's 80. Then, here, PQR, no S, no R, no Q, and no P. That's it. So now we've already obtained 84. So now, time check, we already have obtained 84 possible combinations. But we're still not yet done. Kasi nga now, the first element, which is 7 pounds, is now gone. Now we're gonna do the second part, which is from 8 to 16. Okay, ganun pa rin. So now we're done with 7. Now let's go to number 8. Do just the back part. Yan, that's better. Kasi nga, they cannot see what you're doing if you just use the front part. Yan, so now let's do number 8. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Remember, we have already found 84 so far. So, kailangan tayo 210. So, now what we do now? Let's see if we can get the rest. Okay? Now, you know already what to do. Diba, remember sa 7, we have already highlight 3. So, are we still gonna highlight 3? Yes, because diba, remember, our NC, remember, it's 10C. Can you see what I'm doing? 10C4. Remember, yung R namin ay R minus 1 to represent the reference, diba? The number of elements that you're going to highlight as reference. So now that we're done with 7, we are now going to do 8, 9, 10. Remember, kailangan dapat, di ba remember we have 84 because 7 plus 6 is right over 3 to 2 to 1, and then 6 is right over 3 to 1, and then yun nga. So kailangan dapat we need 21. So 21, that is, ano yun, 21. Di ba? Remember, we start from 28. So now we're gonna do 21 plus 15. 21 plus 15 is 36. 36 plus 15 is 41. Wait, 21? Di ba remember we start from 21, di ba? So 21, that is 6, di ba? 6 is right over 3 is 1, di ba? And then after that, we have 15. So that's 36. Then 10, 46. Then 6, 52. Then 3, 55. And then 1, 56. So kailangan tayo mag-obtain tayo ng 56. Okay? So from 84, we need plus 56, we should get 140 combinations already. Okay? So now let's do this, shall we? Are you ready? So now we already have 9 elements. So here, we need, remember 9C4. Remember 9C4? How many combinations can we make? Diba remember 9C4 is 56. Am I right? So 9 minus 4 factorial times the 4 factorial. That becomes 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. The 5 factorials cancel. Then 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. The 3 times 2 becomes 6. And this one becomes 2. So 9 times 2, 18. So tama, 126. Tama, that's 126. Pero that's 126. Pero, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. Kasi nga, diba, remember, now we have 9 elements and we're gonna have to encircle 4. Diba? Yeah, 9. So therefore, we have 56 elements dahil because 1 is not already included. So, I think siguro that's already how it is. Diba? Basta, let's see if we can get, let's see if we can get that. Or we can just get na lang 126 na lang. Kasi po, diba, remember, yung 126, that is 210 minus 126. Because 10 minus 6 is 4. Then this one becomes 10. Tama, 84 because we already did that na kanina. So, we need 126. Basta I'll show you the procedure later. For now, let's do this. Diba, remember, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We highlight 6, diba? So, now we have 6. So, 8, 9, 10, and then is a reference. And then, we highlight, how many is that? We highlight 6, diba? Now, we have 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We highlight the 3. We highlight the 3. Just like that, and then we highlight 5. Diba? Now, 8, 9, 12, highlight 3, then 13, 14, 15, 16, 4. Now, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight these numbers and you get 3 elements. Now, for 2, mabilis lang yun. 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, highlight 2. Then, 8, 9, 15, 16, isa na lang. So, now that makes 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay? So, 84 plus 21. So, that's 105 combinations now. Now, we're done with 1, 8, 9. So, now let's go to 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight the first 3, and then we get 5. Then, 8, 10, 11, 12. Then, highlight, how many? 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight 4. Diba? And then 8, 10, 13, highlight the 3, 14, 15, 16, you have 3 more choices. Then 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, dalawa na lang. And then 8, 10, 15, 16, isa na lang yung choice mo. So now we have 15. So that's 120 outcomes already. Okay? Now let's go to 8, 11. So, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, we highlight, and then we encircle 4. Then, 8, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, highlight 3, tatlo. Then, 8, 11, 14, 15, 16, highlight 3, dalawa. Then, 8, 11, 15, 16 ay isa na lang. So, therefore, that's 10. So, 130. Tama? Now, we still need 8, 12. Do I remember? Here, it's very easy now. So, here, we get 8, 12, 13. It's just like application of getting 3. So, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Diba? Highlight the 3, then we encircle 3. Diba? Then, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16, dalawa. Then, 8, 12, 15, 16 ay isa lang. So, that's already 136. Then, we have 8, 13. So, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight the 3, dalawang choices ka na lang. Then, after that, we have 8, 13, 15, and 16. Isa lang. Then, last but not least, 8, 14, 15, 16, isa na lang yun. So, that's 3 plus 1, 4. So, tama, we have 140. Now, we have already obtained 56 possible combinations. So, now we reach our target, which is 140. Now, going back now to our Excel. Okay, so this was our checkpoint. So, now we go to this part. So, now we're here at the 85th. So, kailangan dapat, we need to have 56 possible combinations to get 140. Here, we did KLMN, and then we count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, LN. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, LO is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, P is 3. 1, 2, 3. And then Q, 1, 2. Then 1. Diba? So, tama, 105. Then, after that, we go to MNO. Okay? So, going here, we go to MNO. MNO, then O, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then MO, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then P, 1, 2, 3. Q is 1, 2. Then R is 1. Diba? MR is 1. 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Then we have to have 10 for LKN. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then, for letter O, we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diba? Then, tatlo for letter P. 1, 2, 3. Then, Q is just 1. Diba? So, now, all together, we should have 140. So, what number are we now? So, we stop at 13.25. So, here we have, what number are we now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Diba? 7 times, ano yun? 1, ano yun? Tama nga, di ba? Remember, 6 is 126. So, 127, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Di ba? So, 140 is the 13.25. Now that we're already done, we need to obtain 70 more possible combinations. So, here's how you obtain the rest. Let me write it for you now para mas simple. Now, we're already done with the number 8. So, now we're gonna go to number 9. So, now we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Diba? So, highlight 3 again because, diba, remember, we are selecting 4 and then the last one will be your choices na lang. So, this one will become 5. Diba? 5 choices. Then, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Highlight 3, we get 4 choices na lang. Diba? And then 9, 10, 13, highlight that, 14, 15, 16, and circle 3. Diba? Then 9, 10, 14, highlight that, and then 15, 16, mayroon kang dalawang choices. Then, 9, 10, 15, 16 is just 1. So, therefore, that's just one sample lang. Now, altogether, we should get 15. So, what's 140 plus 15? 165. So, starting from 140, di ba remember, we start from K. Pero not yet done. Kasi nga, di ba remember, kailangan dapat we have to do the rest. So, that is K, ano yun? 9, 10. Di ba? Remember, letter L is number 9, 9, and then 10. So, LM tayo, di ba? So, now going back here. So, we have to count up to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Tama? Now we go to LN. So now it's already 11. Diba? So that's already our 165th tile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Diba? So therefore, we have already done 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 4, and 55. So now we're already in our 155th element. Gets ko na add 15, so 155. Hindi siya 165. Now we're supposed to get 10 to get 165. So therefore, our 9 and 11. So 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tama? Highlight the 3 and we're supposed to get 4. The 9, 11, 13, ilang choices yun? Tatlo. 9, 11, 14, dalawang choices. And 9, 11, 15 ay isa lang. So therefore, we're supposed to get 10 to get 165. Let's count. So therefore, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Diba? So LN. So kailangan 165 na to. And remember, this is 168. Diba? 168 to. Diba? So now, after 9, 11, we go to 9, 12. So 9, 12, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tama? Highlight the first 3 and we're supposed to get 3. Then 9, 12, 13, 14, dalawa. And 9, 10, 15 ay isa. So therefore, that's already 6. So we should get 171. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. LORS. Now, let's go to 9, 13. So, 9, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Highlight this first, and then we get 2 choices. Then we have 9, 9, 13, 15, 16. Isa na lang to. And then plus 1. So therefore, that's equivalent to 4. Diba? Or in shortcut here, we have no letter S, no letter R, no letter Q, and no letter P. That's it. So now how many have we already made? Because if I remember, we start from 140, and then we have 5 plus 4 plus, and then we have 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So that's 15 plus 10 plus 6 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1. So that's 140 plus 15, that's 155. Plus 10, 165. 171, 174, and 175. Did we get that one right? Yeah, we should be at the 165th mark because that's 168, diba? So 169, 170, 171, 172, 73, 74, 75. So 175 to 210, how many steps are we away? Let's check. So 210 minus 75, this becomes, ano yun? 10 minus 5, 5, 20, 35 na lang. 35 na lang yung kulang namin. So we still need 35 to go. Don't worry, we can still do this, alright? So let's keep up the good work, alright? So 35 na lang. We're almost there. Okay? It's 175 pala. 175 pala. Yan. So now that we're already done with the number 9, let's go to the number 10. So now we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Where's number 10? Number 10 is right over here, diba? So letter M. So now let's go to letter M. M-N-O-P. Diba? So now we highlight 3, then we encircle 4. So 10, 11, 12 is 4. Then 10, 11, 13 ay tatlo. 10, 11, 14, dalawa. 10, 11, 15 ay isa. Tama? So therefore, we have 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. But we're still not yet done. How about let's go to 10, 12. So we have 10, 12, 13. How many is that? 14, 15, 16. We highlight 3 and then this is 3 choices. Then 12, 14, 15, 16, dalawa. Then 12, 15, 16 ay isa. Diba? So that is become 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So this becomes 10 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1, which makes 20. Tama? Let me show you. Then 10, 13, 14, dalawang choices. 10, 13, 15 is just 1. Then 10, 14, 15 is just 1 din. So tama, this becomes 7, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So let's count up to 20 with the letter M. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. So now we already have 195 combinations. So ilan na yung kulang? Edi 15 na lang. Malapit na. So now we're already here. So now we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hi, salamat sa Diyos. Malapit na tayo matapos. So now let's do this again. Pattern, encircle 3, then highlight 3. Then 11, 12, and 14, highlight 2. Dalawa. Then 11, 12, 15, 16 ay isa lang. Diba? So now we have 201. Then 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, dalawa to, diba? 11, 13, 15, and 16 is just 1. Then 11, 14, 15, 16 ay 1 din. So therefore, that's...
I would disturb you for a while.
Wait, I'm shooting. So now we already have, how many is that? 3 plus 2 plus 1. And that becomes 2 plus 1, then plus 1. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 6. 2 plus 1 equals 9. Then plus 1 equals 10. This becomes 7, 1, 1, 1. So we need to have 10. So that's already 205. Let's see. So this is already 189, diba? 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, diba? So now we have NOPQ, RS. QR, QS, RS. Diba? So that's 6. Diba? Then after that, we go to letter P. Here we have no letter S, no letter R, no letter Q, and no letter P. So that's 10. So 205. So now we're down to the last 5. And that one is just very easy now because we have the numbers 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Here in the last 5, we get to find out which one is not included. For the first one, we have no letter S. That means average O to R, so OPQR, but there is no S. So number 16 is not included. Here, we have no letter R, but it's O to Q. May colon dyan. OPQ and S. So no 15. Here, we have no 14. OPRS. So therefore, that's for no 14. Here, we have no P. OQS. There's an R in between the Q and the S. So no 13. And he, P to S, walang 12. And there, we're done. Thank you, Lord. And now we already done listing all our possible samples. So now have you already obtained 210? Yes, we did. And here's the pattern to show you how I did it. To make life easier, di ba remember we started with 7? So with a reference of 7, we do this pattern. So 28, that's 7 plus 6 plus 5, we did 1. And then 21, then 15 plus 10 plus 6 plus 3, 1. Then as we move on to the next element, we subtract the first element by the number of elements that we gathered kanina. And that is 7. So now we have 6. And that becomes 21 na lang until 1, adding in descending order. Then after that, checkpoint, we get 15. So dito na. So that will make 35. Diba? Then after that, that makes 20. And then 10. And then 4, 3 plus 1, and then 1. Then when we sum this up all together, so when we do this pattern, so here, this plus this one, so we should get our checkpoint of 175, diba? Hanggang we should reach 210. So ganito siya, diba? Then on the next checkpoint, we get 195, then 205, then 209, then 210. So tama, that makes it to our checkpoint. And that's it. So now we have already obtained 210 possible combinations. Ta-da! And now, we're done! Now, the next step is after we're done formulating all the samples, we can now formulate the sampling distribution table. And that one is just very easy now. So here's the sampling distribution that I formulated. So we start from the lowest, which is 8.5, and the highest is 4.5. And did you know our pattern is divided by 4? So 8.5, 8.75, 9, 9.25, 9.5. So I did it the pattern of like this, 8.5, then 8.75, then 9, then drag it in to complete the pattern until you reach the 14.5. Yan, di ba? Now, we apply the count-if formula. Di ba, remember sa count-if formula, kailangan dapat we need 210 as our sum. So what we do now, here's what we did. So first, remember the count-if formula, right? I highlight the chart of where the count-if formula will take place, and then highlight the quantity, put $sign to lock so that when I slide, it's patuloy na. Then comma, then the criteria that I'm looking for, which is 8.5, and then we found only 1. Then I did it with all the rest. Because there's so plenty, diba? Imagine talaga if you have to scrutinize this entire venue and you will have a hard time finding all these numbers, diba? Kaya buti nga talaga, we got the count-if formula to make tallying very easy. Okay? So yan, and now we get 210. And when we sum everything up, kailangan dapat it should be the exact number as the number of possible combinations that we have made, which is 210. And if we get that, we are correct. So now we already have 210. So did we get that right? Yes, we did. And now we get to convert it into probabilities. To do that, the tally divide by the 210. So that it goes like this, diba? And that one I did not napatuloy-tuloy. So that's very easy for you. So no problem about that. And then we sum everything up by sliding it, and then sum everything up to get 1. Because if it does not equivalent to 1 with our probabilities, it is not a probability distribution table. And now it looks like a probability distribution table. So now what do we do next? Our next step is to multiply the probability and the random variable and then sum everything up all together to get the mean. And remember, what is the value of the mean? The mean is 11.5. Kailangan dapat ang value ng mean ay kaparehas sa population mean and sa sample mean. So did we get 11.5 as our means? Yes, we did. And as I did the product of both of them, then I slide everything up together. Sum everything up, I get 11.5. Tama? Now, the next step is to get the sample variance. How do you get the sample variance? Mabilis lang yan. The random variable minus the mean. So you already know na what to do, di ba? And then after that, we square it. And after squaring it, we multiply that with the corresponding probability. Then sum everything up to get the variance, di ba? Here, I did it na all together para sabay. Di ba? Here, I did random variable minus the mean in the first parenthesis so that this one can be worked out. Then squaring it, and then after that this works out, then multiplying will be the last. Because order of operations. So yan. Then sum everything up to get the variance, and our variance is 1.375. That is the sample variance with a standard deviation of 4. And then the standard deviation, take the square root of your variance to get 1.17. Did we get that answer right? Yes, we got the answer right. So as you can see, our sample mean with our sample of 4, sample size of 4, we still get the same mean of 11.5. Now with the variance, we get 1.375. And with the standard deviation, we get 1.172. Pero that's not all. Sabi dito, we need to solve for the differences. So how do we solve for the difference? Mabilis lang yun. For the sake of the means, just as I mentioned, all the means are equivalent with each other. That's why later, pagbasa tayo naman conclusion and find out. Next, for the variance, the difference of the variance is 2.29 or 2.3. And then the difference of the sample standard deviation is 0.74. So ang ginawa ko dito, sinattract ko yung mga dalawa. Yan. That's it, diba? And then I did it also this way. Subtract. And then we get this answer. Now that we've already gotten our answers, now we can already make the conclusion. Before that, we need to make the histogram. Luckily, before that, I've already made a predetermined histogram already. So as you can see, the first one, this is my dad's histogram. Diba? And then, the second one, that is my histogram when playing bowling. You see, the histogram, we start from 8.5, then 8.75, then 9, then we get all the numbers like that. And then the highest is our 11.5, see? And it kind of looks like a normal distribution. Which is why, di ba remember sabi ko sa panghuli, after the game with my dad, name at least 5 conclusions that you made. So here are the 5 conclusions that I made. So let's study the conclusions one by one. So here in our first conclusion, ang sabi ko dito, the value of the means are always equivalent with each other no matter the sample size that you choose. Kagaya ng sabi ko, whatever the sample size is, your population mean and the sample means of that specific sample size within N, capital N, will always be the same. Diba? So it's always like that. Next, number 2. In the histogram of sample size 2, the value of the sample mean has the highest probability. But not only that, the value of the sample mean, diba remember the sample mean is 11.5. It does not only work for sample size 2. Kagaya ng it's also worked it for sample size 4. Just like what I showed you here, diba remember this is sample size 2, diba? Yung 11.5 na yan ay yung pinakamataas. So parang siyang normal curve. And here, dito talaga yung 11.5 kung saan talaga yung pinakamataas. So therefore, that is the highest. Kaya that's the second conclusion. What else? Next, number 3. All the histograms that we see are like the normal curve which introduces the central limit theorem. Yes, kagaya ng sabi ko, if you look at our normal curves that we made kanina, if you look at our histograms that we made kanina, kagaya siya ng normal curve. Let me show you again. Diba, remember, kagaya ng sabi ko, yung mga histograms na ginawa namin, parang siyang normal curve, diba? Do you notice as you sketch, parang siyang normal curve, diba? We go up here to the top and then we go down. It looks like the normal curve such that on both ends, we have the tails and the center stage is the one where it's so high. The mean is the highest, diba? Kaya sabi ko normal distribution because it's always the mean, the median, and the mode where it gets to be so high. Tama? So yan. Also for this one, diba? For sample size 4, we can get a more accurate central curve. Kaya that's also another conclusion that we make. Another conclusion that we can say is, the larger the sample size, the more we are more likely to make it a normal curve. Compared to sample size 2, as you can see, parang siyang nag-step up lang, di ba? Not like in sample size 4, it is more likely now we are making a normal curve, di ba? See? See the pattern? So yan, it's parang like we are making a bridge. Like a bridge that goes up the mountain and goes down the mountain. Di ba? Symmetrical. Very nice. Di ba? So that's another conclusion, di ba? And then the next one is number 4. The fourth one I said was, the sample variances has a difference of 2.3, while the sample standard deviation has a sample standard deviation of 0.24756, something like that. Yes, that's what I did kanina as I compute for the differences. And the standard error of the distribution is 1.35. I do not know how to compute for the standard error, pero that's how I got it. Pero, just what I mentioned, another conclusion that I made, the larger the sample size, the more likely we are to make a normal curve. And that's it. And now, we are done with our sampling distribution table. Ta-da-da-da-da! And now, after this, get ready, kids, because now we are going to dwell into the central limit theorem. Although what we discussed kanina is already an introductory to it. But there will be lots more as we got to discuss the real central theorem in our next video. So stay tuned for that. Bye guys! God bless!